Social media. Oh man. Not good. Not good. Ehuva. Whatever that would be in Swedish. I uh I doom scroll a lot. I don't know about you when you're on your Instagram or your Facebook, but I will purposely go out of my way to find posts that reinforce the way that I'm feeling. But I've noticed I only do that. I only engage in that behavior when I'm feeling down. I don't go find happy posts when I'm in a good mood. I don't go out of my way to find angry posts of people smashing their kitchen appliances in their front lawn or whatever people do today when I'm angry. It's only when I'm really sad, feeling bummed about the world and about the state of things. And it does no good. And an extension of this for me personally, not everybody can relate with this, but being as open with myself as I've been in my personal life on my channel for all those years, not just with this channel, but of course, what I always say, not just this channel, but with most of you understand by now that I used to have a kind of sort of big channel some years ago. And I was pretty open with a lot of events in my life. And I foolishly brought that same behavior to my Facebook, my Instagram, Twitter when I had it. And, it just seems to me now that I'm all right with Discord, which, by the way, you can find a link to my Discord in the description below. I'm okay with that. I'm okay being in Discord and having this tight knit group of people to talk with and occasionally yap with on voice chat. I don't know that I need the tendrils of Facebook and Instagram sinking their way because Discord is the information you see is a lot more tailored towards you. It's the people that you allow in your server. It's the friends that you allow yourself to surround yourself with. And it's not bullshit sponsored advertisements. I don't know how many times I've gone to Instagram or Facebook, and despite constantly clicking hide this ad, sensitive info, they still give me booze ads. Even though I've even typed it in the box, like, alcoholism has been an issue with certain people over the course of my life, and I'd rather not see booze ads because not only do I not drink booze, but I don't like it. I am morally opposed to it, but whatever. Uh, they don't care, even if you hide it with the intention of protecting your sensibilities. Facebook, Zuckerberg, they just don't give a shit. This isn't a stance on privacy or having my data sold. That ship sailed a long, long time ago. All my data and any inkling of privacy that I may have had on the internet left probably when I was, I don't know, sometime in the year 2002, 2003, when I made my first MySpace profile. Only MySpace didn't really require so much detailed, and they never asked me for my goddamn government issued ID. MySpace never asked me for any of that. Oh, the days of MySpace. But MySpace is kind of where, I think back on MySpace and I glorify it and romanticize it a lot. But when I think about that, that's kind of where my habit of doom scrolling began and talking about my personal life in a very loud and boisterous manner and not having really any regard for the feelings of other people who may be involved in the things I'm talking about. That probably started on MySpace, posting bulletins every hour or so, giving people who could care about this much, but I would post anyway. These little hourly updates on what's going on in my angsty teenage life or preteen into my teenage years, and then Facebook took over. Sitting there in the school forums and going back and forth, I'm absolutely certain that my penchant for going out of my way to call out misinformation and idiotic behavior in threads that I see on Facebook, threads that just pop up on my newsfeed because some friend of mine commented on it. Um, yeah, I think I cut my douchebag on the internet teeth a long, long time ago with MySpace, maybe even LiveJournal. Maybe. I think I had a LiveJournal too. But the point is that doing all that scrolling the news feed, it's just the first thing I think of when I think of Facebook and Instagram, and this may be exactly how the marketing assholes of Facebook and Instagram want it, is I think of scrolling endless information and reels. You get all these 30-second, 1 minute videos, and some of the reels are nice and good and interesting. But I find myself independent of doom scrolling and independent of sharing information that maybe I shouldn't be sharing about my personal life. It's just a time waster. It's like I'll pick up my phone and I'll sit on the couch, or like right now I'm at a hotel, so I'll get in the bed or sit here in this wonderfully comfortable chair. Thank you, Clarion Hotel. And I'll just endlessly scroll, and I have no destination. I'm not looking for anything. I'm not out there like trying to get information or trying to find ways to improve myself. It's just I'm taking what comes my way. And maybe the people at Facebook, to their users, think that this is, wow, here's a hidden surprise, a hidden gem amongst all of these reels. Here's a hidden post or a hidden advertisement among all these reels, and excitement. It's just, it's too much time. It's a time investment that you really get nothing out of. What do you really get out of sitting there and watching boxing videos all day? Even some of the more informative videos that I watch, it's like, and all the reasons and the excuses that I got something in my eye. I don't know what the hell. All the excuses I made for keeping my Facebook. Like, I'll keep Messenger, of course, but like, oh, staying in touch with family. I have a phone for that. I can text message them. Staying in touch with friends and family makes it easier. It's like, just pick up the goddamn phone. What do you think the phone's gonna grow teeth and like chop your ear off? Just chomp your ear off. Just pick up the damn phone, call your mom, call your dad, send them a text, maybe even visit them. I don't know. I'm not gonna go one of those old. I'm not against social media as a whole. I'm not against the internet. I'm not anti. I don't like the way that social media preys on the impressionable among us and the young, getting them started early on wrecking their self-esteem and their self-image. But on the whole, I'm not here to make some kind of old man stance. Am I old yet? I'm 32 in a couple months. Just saying that it's not worth it, really. It's not if you're okay. Say you take 30 minutes of your time and you just sit there and you fuck around on Facebook, or you fuck around on Instagram, going through reels, or just browsing your news feed. Ask yourself at the end of that 30 minutes, what have you gained? And if you're a depressed person, especially, you need to be asking yourself this question, because you may not be gaining anything, and it may not be a case of it's just like neutral. You may be losing something, You may be losing the ability to navigate your depression and the things that are making you feel sad in a way that's healthy and in a way that's manageable and sustainable. Sitting there on Instagram and doing the scroll until your thumb hurts and you want to yank it off with a pair of pliers, But I will still keep my Discord open, because I've been enjoying that. That's been a pretty enjoyable venue for me to be social on media. Social media. That's where they got that name. Wow, all this time. Yeah, it whets my appetite for being social when I feel like it, and it's not nearly as intrusive. Sure, yeah, there could be privacy concerns with Discord. A long time ago, I stopped pretending that any big media company anywhere gives the slightest single solitary shit about our privacy. Whatever. But there's less distractions and everything is a lot more organized, and I feel like I'm more in control of things. Whereas with Facebook and Instagram, I would just more often than not come out of it feeling dirty, especially when I'd read some of the things that I would post. As somebody who's going through a lot and as somebody who has gotten used to being open with their personal life, it's probably not all for the best. And this has nothing to do with the Reddit and the 4chan people. I can deal with them all day, every day. They're just people on 4chan and Reddit, more often than not, are every bit as sad as you are when they make fun of you. That's just the way they're coping, especially on 4chan. A lot of really sad people out there, and it shows, and it really, really shows. So, yeah, I'm going to see how long I can go without reactivating them this time, and I hope I can do it for a good long time because it's just not worth the time waste. And hell, those 30 minutes that you spend just scrolling along, just think of what you could have done with those 30 minutes. I'm not even talking about exercise or whatever. I mean, like something salubrious. Maybe it could have just been 30 minutes of talking to a friend. Could have been 30 minutes of some self-love or some love with another person. You know, either way, it could have been anything else in this land of randomness where anything can happen to anybody at virtually any given time. You want to be in control of as much of that time as you possibly can, even though you're not in control, if that makes sense. And one way that I choose to control that is saying fuck you, Zuck, until you buy Discord, I guess. And I'm just going to find other avenues to deal with my grief and sorrow. And, you know, we'll see how far or how long it goes. Have a good day, folks.